Hello, my name is Jesus Rodriguez. I am a computer science major and I am a junior at the University of Laverne. I will be presenting one of my co-curricular activities for my Solve class. I chose to attend the California African American Museum. It's located in Los Angeles and it's right by the USC campus. Uh, my expectations before attending, I didn't really know what to expect, other than learn about culture and history, and I thought that perhaps I might be able to tie some similarities and some differences between my own culture and African American culture. They had three major exhibits, and the first one was as soon as you walk through the door, you see this exhibit called Fade to Black by Gary Simmons. I didn't really know what these phrases meant until I looked them up and read some of the pamphlets provided there for us. And they're actually all titles of short films that portray African Americans in a negative way, like negative stereotypes, racial slurs, and all that kind of stuff. And the whole concept about it is just fading away, and slavery isn't a distant memory. It didn't happen a long time ago, and it just seems to be forgotten, and that's what this symbolizes. These words just fading, being erased from history. The second main exhibit was Changing the Terrain, and it dealt with more like urban geography, and like satellite view of cities and where minorities such as African Americans live. And much like other minorities, they live in compact, very tight communities, low socioeconomic status, but full of culture, which is what all of these colors represent, and all packed together. The third and final exhibit they had was called How Sweet the Sound, and it was on gospel choir. And this one was actually very interesting. They had the robes of the priests, very, very beautiful garments. They also had a podium where Martin Luther King had given a speech. That was pretty cool. They had the careers of very popular choirs and gospel singers, and you could hear some of their music as you walked through the exhibit. And the core values I tied it with were diversity and inclusivity, as well as lifelong learning. I chose diversity and inclusivity because I'm learning about a new culture that I didn't know about, and lifelong learning because it's always good to keep learning, and especially with different cultures, because you are able to understand different people. And looking forward, it was definitely a very interesting experience. I would definitely recommend it to other or future Solve students. It's a free admission, and you can stay there as long as you want. They're constantly rotating their exhibits, and it was an interesting experience because it wasn't just about history like I thought it would be, but it was a mixture of history, art, as well as identity of the African American culture. And on the way there, I actually saw a couple other cultural museums that I was actually interested in attending, and I did attend. So yeah, that's it for my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. See ya.